we're running back another Mojo Labs History of the Bay hoodie drop. Limited pre-orders only are going to be available of these two new hoodie drops that we haven't done before, and you know the deal. Once these sell out, that's it. They're gone. You're never going to see them again. Check out the link in the description and make sure you get yours before they're gone. These are high quality fabrics. Ready to set this off?
Yeah, I'm ready to set it off.
All right, man. Trevor Potter, we're rolling, man. Dregs One, History of the Bay, another special episode. Today's guest needs no introduction because, like I said, we was rolling before we was even rolling. But just in case you don't know, in case you're not familiar with who we got at the table today, you know, we're from the Bay Area, man. This is a place where hustlers become entertainment moguls on the independent grind, going to the majors, you know what I mean? And this is also a place where, you know, the style and the slang and the mannerisms of a lot of your favorite rappers actually come from dudes that was in the streets before the rap. And we're going to get into all that today. So buckle your seatbelts, man, because we got the one and only Chris Hicks, a.k.a. CNH, in the house.
Yeah.
A.k.a. the Ice Cream Man.
The one and only.
The original Ice Cream Man.
Yeah, town business.
What's up, Chris?
What's happening? What's happening, player?
Man, thanks for tapping in. I've always actually wanted to have you on this platform because you got a very interesting story, bro.
Oh, yeah, you know, I've been around, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a nice journey.
And you're still doing it. And we got some newer artists in the house today, which we'll get into later.
Yes, sir.
But since it's been such a long journey, I figured we should go all the way back to the beginning.
Exactly.
Were you born and raised in Oakland?
Yes, I was.
All right.
I'm born and raised town business. You know what I'm saying? Born at Samuel Merritt Hospital.
What part of Oakland did you grow up in?
Well, I grew up really basically all over Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Firstly in the West, started off in the West, then migrated to Berkeley, and then to the East.
And what's your family background?
My family background is basically, my dad comes from Marysville. He was a football player, track star. He made it to the Olympic trials. He was like a sprinter. Marysville. He worked for the Alameda County for a lot of years, and he was very well known, and he managed a car lot in Hayward, so he was very popular. I had a very popular dad.
Okay. And what about your mom's side?
Oh, and my mom, she was a career woman. My dad and mom were never married, so you know what I'm saying? I was just, you know, I guess, you know what I'm saying? You could say one of them things. But my mom was a career woman, you know what I'm saying? She worked for Levi Strauss for many years, you know what I'm saying? So I was a Levi baby. As a Levi child, as me growing up and my mom elevating in the company, she went from secretary to business manager up to corporate level. And I got to do a lot of different things, you know what I mean? I got to model for Levi's. I was actually in a couple of Levi commercials. And it was, you know, a good experience as a kid growing up.
That's dope. Did I recall correctly, you got like some Creole?
Yes, my mother is Creole. My mother is, she's born in Oakland, but our family is from Louisiana, you know what I'm saying?
And your dad is full black?
Yeah, my dad is full black.
Gotcha.
But my mom is Creole, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
black and French and Indian.
That's a lot of, there's a lot of Louisiana connections to the Bay Area.
Yes, definitely.
And I think especially like Oakland and the East Bay. So you're one of those cats that kind of moved around. You know, the town is very interesting because it really is like a small town type of vibe in a big city.
Yes.
Where like, you know, everybody knows everybody.
Yes, I mean, depending on, you know, where you're at, unless you're kind of segregated.
Unless you're in like Piedmont or something like that.
Montclair like Piedmont or
Yeah.
Montclair, in which, you know what I'm saying, I that's not where I was at. You know what I mean? I moved around because, like I said, my mother was a single, you know, woman, you know what I'm saying? So we moved to different areas at different times. Like we started in West Oakland. So, you know, my first kindergarten and first something grade, I was in West Oakland, you know what I mean? Very, you know, right in, you know, deep West Oakland, ghost town, you know what I'm saying? I was at a school called Durant, which is not there no more. It was tore down and then they made Marcus Foster. You know what I mean? It turned into another school, but I'm saying I was at the original Durant back in the day. And then from there, I went to Piedmont. My mom, we moved to Piedmont. You know what I mean? So then
you did go out the way.
No, not really out the way, because Piedmont is right in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? It's not really out the way. It's, you know, it's a little white section in Oakland, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I moved to Piedmont, and then I went to Piedmont Elementary School. You know what I'm saying? And then for a couple of years, and then from there, my mom moved to Berkeley, and then I went to Berkeley middle schools I went to Berkeley schools for a minute until I got to junior high. Then junior high was like a big shock in my life because my mother's job moved us. Levi Strauss, my mom got a higher position at Levi Strauss, and Levi Strauss moved us to Detroit, Michigan. So I'm a California kid, all of a sudden living in Michigan where there's snow on the ground, and it was a whole different environment. And I moved to an all-white area where it was only 2 black people in my whole school.
Interesting. So that's like compared to Oakland. Oakland is like chocolate city.
Right. Yeah. So it was like a big drastic change in my life. Yeah, culture shock that I had to deal with in the 7th grade, my first year of junior high school. Yep. So that was like a big experience for me. That was only, you know, I mean, I only could last out there 1 year.
Oh, okay. You wasn't having it.
No. Then my mom, she decided to come back to California, so we moved back. So, you know,
so she wasn't having it either.
Yeah, she wasn't having it either.
Okay.
We did 2 years out there, and we couldn't deal with it.
So you bounced around a lot.
Yeah, I moved around, so I got to see a lot. By being in Michigan, I got to learn, because I was around a lot of white people, a lot of Jewish people, so I got to learn all the Jewish things, you know what I mean? Jewish holidays, right. Jewish things, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that was like a different experience, you know what I mean? That broadened my, you know what I mean, just, you know, ability to know things, you know what I mean? So it was a, you know what I mean, good situation, you know what I mean?
But see, that's one thing about the Bay, though, is like we're comfortable pretty much around every type of people damn near.
Right.
And we have so much diversity out here that we can kind of wiggle and get in where we fit in.
Right.
And sometimes, even though it's hard, like, you know, a situation like that, you get to kind of expand your horizons a little more. And, you know, you bring more to the table than the average bear.
Right.
But when I talk about like everybody knowing everybody in Oakland, I feel like you're one of them dudes that like knows everybody, like, or that everybody knows you. Like, you just seem like
I think everybody knows me probably because of, you know, all the things that I did in Oakland. Let me continue my story.
Yes.
Like I said, from coming back from Michigan, I mean, I went to school in Berkeley. I went to King Junior High in Berkeley, 8th grade. And then after King, my mom didn't want me to go to no public school. I was supposed to go to Berkeley High, but my mom didn't want me to go to Berkeley High. She ended up putting me in St. Mary's. So I ended up going to Catholic school my freshman year. So by being in Catholic school and then going to St. Mary's, which it was an all-boys school, which I wasn't, you know, I'm used to with girls. I'm used to being around girls, you know, all my life. And then going to an all-boys school just kind of threw me off. So I just started playing basketball, you know what I mean? So that's when, you know what I mean, I really just picked up basketball, and I started, you know, really, you know, concentrating on basketball. I played basketball for St. Mary's for 4 years. I played 3 years varsity. You know what I mean? So I played basketball for St. Mary's for 4 years.
Okay, damn. So that's a lot of different schools, man. Besides like schools, like were you a good kid? Were you
I mean, I'll be honest with you. No, I wasn't. School was hard for me. I mean, I passed. You know what I'm saying? I was a C. You know, C maybe B minus. You know what I mean? But I never got no A's in school. Never. I mean, I never was no A person. But I always got passing grades. You know what I'm saying? I always passed enough so I could play sports. You know what I'm saying? I could always, get my C's or whatever, passing grades in order to keep being eligible to play ball.
Well, if you're interested in getting some promotion on the History of the Bay podcast, now is the time. We got some big, heavy-hitting guests lined up that are for sure going to do numbers. So let's get you some exposure on your music, on your business, on your products, on your services, and on you. Hit me up, info@historyofthebay.com. Someone from our team will get back to you. We got some real affordable rates to close out the year. Make sure you take advantage of this opportunity and hit us up so we can help promote you. Well, what was like going on in the streets of Oakland at that time? Because we're talking 70s, 80s.
No, we talking about. I graduated in '84, so
Okay.
you know what I'm saying.
Early 80s.
Early '80s. So the streets of Oakland was like really starting to crack. You know what I mean? That's when crack first started coming out. You know what I mean? So. You know what I mean? And it was like, I dealt with that. I had relatives that used to just sit around the table and have crack parties. You know what I'm saying?
Crack parties?
Yeah.
Like, damn, like everybody bring a rock, we gonna party.
Nah, well, everybody pitch in, you know what I mean? We just gonna pass around the table. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We just gonna pass it around the table. You know what I mean? Everybody take a turn. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Till we get to where we want to get to.
This is inside your household?
Yeah, this is inside my household back in the 80s, yeah. So, I watched that, you know what I'm saying, and, you know what I mean, and I ended up, you know what I'm saying, playing ball for 4 years and graduating from high school, and then when I didn't get the D1 offers that I wanted in basketball, then that's when my life changed.
So for you, your life path was basketball or nothing.
Right.
And then when basketball didn't pan out, you had to figure something else out.
Yeah.
And were you a 9-to-5 type of guy?
I mean, I had a job. My first job is I worked at the Vogue shop. You know what I'm saying? I was putting on tires. I was putting on Zeniths and Vogues. You know what I mean? That was like a highlight. Everybody back in the day, wanted these certain tires and rims.
That sounds like a pretty fly job,
you know
actually.
what I'm saying? And I happened to be liked by the people who owned the shop, and I got a job there. So that was like a prestigious job I had. Everybody looked up to for a hot minute. You know what I'm saying? Where, I worked at the Vogue shop, but it wasn't enough for me, you know what I mean, to take care of things that I need to take care of. And then, you know what I mean, my life just kind of I tried to go back to school. I went to DVC. I went to Merritt College. I went to Alameda for a minute, you know what I mean? And then shit just wasn't panning out. So, you know what I mean, I had to take it to the next level.
That's a familiar story in the 80s, right? In the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And I think you mentioned it before when we were talking that you came up on this podcast before with James Beasley.
My name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess you guys were schoolmates at one point in Berkeley?
Yeah, St. Mary's.
So he had kind of a similar story of like wanting to go in one direction,
right,
but getting pulled in another direction, and then kind of going, all in.
Right.
In that direction.
Right.
So was that like your experience too?
I mean, basically, yeah. I'm just saying, well, I mean, me and James is partners, you know what I'm saying? We come from the same background, you know what I mean? And the journey he took is the same journey that I took.
So I one thing I never do is like glorify that type of shit because it's like a real life situation, you know what I mean? But at the same time, there's something like about the culture of that whole era, the dope era, like Fab says, is like so much style and so many different. That was actually like a time when people was actually having money for like the first time. What were like some of the highs of that, and then, you know, to break it down to reality, what were some of the low points
What do you mean?
of going into that direction?
Well, I'm just saying, well, you got to look at it. It's levels of the game. I'm just saying, when you first get into the game, I mean, you know, you only at a certain level. You know what I'm saying? So it's different levels to the game, you know what I mean? As you know what I mean, graduate to different points. So, I mean, every level of the game is going to be a different aspect. You get what I'm saying? To what you're saying, to a different thought of how you think this is and how you think that is depending on what level you at. You know what I mean?
All right. So what's
I mean, as a scanner, as a beginner and all that, I mean, there was plenty of times where, you know, I was like, you know, this shit ain't doing nothing. I mean, I'm not getting nowhere. I'm just, you know, going in circles, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not making no progress, you know what I mean? But I'm risking my life, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking penitentiary chances. I mean, I'm doing all this for what?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying at the beginning, I'm just saying when you're not, you know, really having that and you just starting out and, you know, I'm just saying, I mean, all that's still going on at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your thoughts, your feelings, your mind, but you know what I mean? But at the same, but you still gotta, every day, still keep going on.
That's pretty much with any hustle, really, right?
Right.
You gotta figure that shit out before you can actually make it shake, right?
Yes.
On the flip side, what were some of the, like, how far did you take it?
How far do I take what?
The game.
How far did I take the game?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I took the game from, you know what I'm saying, from buying, I took the game from, you know, spending $100 buying my first gram cocaine, selling $25 quarters, to the next level, to, you know what I'm saying, having 10 kilos. You know, I was a 10-kilo nigga at one time.
Mm-hmm.
My cop was 10 keys.
I'm getting to a point where, just if you follow me, I'm going somewhere with all this.
It's all good. Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, there's stuff that people rap about, and then there's the real life version of that.
Right. There's some people that rap what they really done did. You know what I mean? In some cases.
Exactly. Well, that's a good transition to, like, go into, I mean, at the same time.
I don't even want to just, I don't even want to show you something right now.
I'll take a look, bro.
No, I don't even want to show you something. I mean, it's a drug bust in Oakland a couple of days ago.
Mm.
One of my partners.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, they said he was selling dope out of his car.
Mm.
I'm just saying somebody snitched on him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't believe it.
Ooh.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, my little partner was doing it like that. I'm just saying, I mean, why was he moving like that? I'm just saying. I was like, this my little partner who I raised. This is like one of my little G's. One of my little G's. This one of my little G's. I was like, man, why you going somewhere? Why you wasn't gone somewhere? Just letting somebody else do this. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, you was having it like that?
$474,000, 26 pounds of heroin, 4 pounds of coke, 2 pounds of meth, 6 handguns, 2 rifles. That's a tall order right there. Nah, that's some serious shit right there.
He can't be no more than like, he probably like 41, 42. I'm just saying, but you was moving like that?
Yeah.
I'm saying you was moving like that? I'm just saying, I'm just showing you, I mean, that's today.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, you know, how we was moving back in the day was totally different. It's a whole different game now.
Did you also feel at some point, did you start thinking like this is like gonna turn out to be like a dead end too? I'm gonna have to switch it up at some point.
Yeah, that's why I jumped to music.
All right.
I mean, I'm just saying. So I knew my transition. You know what I mean? I had already seen where it was going, and I had already seen that shit was already falling by me and shit was cracking. So that's when I had like decided to back up off of it, and then you know what I mean. And that's when I turned to music.
So let's go to the music then, because when you talk about the '80s in Oakland, that's also when hip hop hits the Bay Area, right?
Right.
So what's your first memory of rap music in the Bay?
My first memory of rap music in the Bay?
Mm-hmm.
Hooking up with my man Ted Bohannon and us putting out the first Freaky Tales Too Short tape.
All right, let's talk about that. Did you know of Too Short before that?
Yeah, I knew of Too Short before that. Yeah,
Did you know him personally?
Yeah, I knew Too Short personally. I had already known we was already friends. I had already knew him. You know what I'm saying?
Just from being around in
Yeah, just from being around in the hood. But
Freddie B too? Did you know Freddie B?
Yeah, I knew Freddie B too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So were those the first rappers that you met in Oakland?
I don't know if they were the first rappers, you know what I mean? They was, you know what I mean, the first, and they probably got known, but I don't think they were the very first rappers. No.
But they were the first that had like a reputation.
Right, but I don't think they were the first rappers. I think I dealt with some more rappers before them.
Oh, okay. So Ted Bohannon, I had Short on the podcast. He mentioned Ted was basically financing the operation of the music.
Right, yeah, Ted put up, Ted the one that's, you know, I mean, really, yeah, Ted the one who, financed the beginning of it, put up the money.
So how did you come to know Ted Bohannon?
Me and Ted Bohannon, I mean, you know, that was my partner. You know, we was partners in the D game, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? We used to buy dope from each other.
Okay. So he had the idea of investing into music, or did Short approach him?
Nah, we had a friend. We had a friend named Jerry Hodges. Jerry Hodges was Dean's brother. Dean was the nigga who had Too Short before 75 Girls. Yeah, Dean from 75 Girls. Jerry was, you know what I'm saying? Then when Dean got busted, you know what I'm saying? Because Dean sold coke too. You know what I'm saying? When Dean got busted, you know what I'm saying? That's when Jerry brought Short to Ted. Because, you know, Ted and Jerry was cool. They was friends.
So Jerry showed Ted like this is what we did with 75 Girls.
Yeah, and you could Ted, if you put some money in this could be you, Ted. So that's what Jerry brought to the table from, you know, Jerry brought that to Ted, you know what I mean? And then that's when we started, you know what I mean? I was in Ted, me and Ted was hooked up together, so that's when I helped Ted do Too Short.
It's kind of interesting, man. It's kind of like how you guys...
With Too Short, you know what I'm saying? Too Short first album cover, you know, he went, that's my jewelry he wearing. That chain with the gun and all that he's sitting on that Cadillac, that's my gold chain. I took that off my neck and put it on his neck to take his picture. I
mean, it's an interesting thing, bro. Like, so you guys are like going in on the music the same way you would go in on some D, basically.
Yeah, right.
Like,
exactly.
Let's put our money together.
Right.
You take 2 from me and 1 for you.
Right. Exactly. That was our mentality back then. Yeah.
Was it what? I talked about this with Short a little bit. Like, so many stories around the country of rap music starting like that.
Mm-hmm.
Of basically people taking money from the streets and investing it into the music. What was it about Too Short or about hip hop that made you feel like, okay, this is a good investment? Or like, were you thinking of doing other music styles too, or investing in other?
Well,
acts?
I mean, you gotta forget. I had already came up in music before Too Short.
Okay.
Because my mother's brother is the bass player of Maze, Frankie Beverly and Maze. So you know what I'm saying. I grew up when I was 9 or 10 years old. I was with Maze. I was with Frankie Beverly. And I watched them through their whole situation when they got signed to Capitol Records. You know what I mean. I watched them when Marvin Gaye first signed them. Marvin Gaye signed Maze from a club in San Francisco called The Scene. It used to be a club called The Scene in San Francisco, and that's where Marvin Gaye first heard Frankie Beverly. And Marvin Gaye is the one who signed Frankie Beverly.
I never heard that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a true story. I'm understand. And then that's how Maze started. And then you remember it was just Maze at first. Then it was Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. Then it turned to Frankie Beverly featuring Maze. You see how, I'm just saying how, you see how a nigga can change the game on you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't sharp in your music business, a motherfucker will flip the script and take everything from you and you'll just be a worker.
So that was Frankie Beverly, like doing that to his bandmates?
Yeah, he did that. He did that. Yeah, he did that to my uncle, my mother's brother. My mother's brother was the bass player. My mother's brother wrote one of the songs too called Magic on one of their albums, and Frank didn't even give him his writer's credit.
So how was he able to do? Was he like the band leader? Like
who?
Frankie Beverly? Was he like?
I guess. I don't know how their shit was ever set up, but I guess. I mean, he was the leader. He was the lead singer. I'm just saying, but I don't know how their actual Maze was originally set up or how it was, but I seen how it got done over the years. I watched the progress, and then when I got into the music game, and then when I blew up, then they looked at me different.
Yeah, no, that's really interesting. So you had that example as a kid,
right?
And then you kind of understood. Oh, okay, I saw Marvin sign Maze,
right?
And then now here comes Too Short. This is like the music of your generation,
right? And
all right, well, they made some money off this.
Right.
Let's make some money. And then were you also thinking too, like, if this shit pops off, I ain't gotta go sell dope no more?
Right, exactly.
Interesting.
But the whole beginning of the rap career, while them niggas was rapping, I was still selling dope.
Right.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I don't think I stopped selling dope till their first single came out on a major label. You know what I mean? The whole time we was independent, I was still selling dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think I stopped selling dope until we signed our major deal with the major labels. I signed three major label deals.
So you were still like, that's how you're funding the independent music.
Yes.
All right, so you're still in the streets. You and Ted are behind the Freaky Tales single release.
Yeah.
And then the album Born to Mac, which you mentioned is the Cadillac. I think that was Ted's Cadillac. Too Short said. And
he ended up giving it to Short.
And that was your idea, throw all the gold on him.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what I was getting at too, is like how much of the excuse me, rap styles were like influenced by the Dope Boy styles. Like,
right.
Because back then you probably couldn't just rap and just have a chain. You had to flip something to get that.
Right. Yeah.
But your idea was like, we got to make this dude look larger than life.
Exactly.
Because we got to sell some records, right? Exactly. Okay, but that shit took off. So was that a good investment?
Yeah, Freaky Tales it took all the way off.
And did you start seeing the return on?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was just a side. I was just Ted partner. I never got no money offshore. I never had a job. I never got paid. Everything you seen me with Short was all on my own money. You know what I'm saying? On me, you know what I mean? Spending my own money, just trying to make his scene look bigger. You know what I'm saying? I never got a dollar off being with Short. I'm just saying, even though I was part of the crew or whatever, but I didn't.
You were down for the ride.
I'm just saying, but I didn't. I never worked for him, or what I'm saying, I never was, part of their business.
Were you part of the Dangerous Crew?
Yeah, I was part of the Dangerous Crew. Yeah,
okay.
But I never was. I was never. Officially hired or paid.
Yeah. But you're part of the crew, but you're seeing like, all right, this is going somewhere. Right. So I'm going to roll with this. I'm going to be part of the crew. Right. Short's getting bigger. Right. And then Born to Mac got picked up by Jive. Right. And did that really help you see like, oh, okay, it's major labels and they're cutting checks? And
yeah. I mean, I seen what was happening for them. So then, I started doing my homework.
So then you decided to start C-Note Records.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the process of starting C-Note Records?
Well, the process of starting C-Note Records is that I was gonna rap at first.
Really?
Yeah, I was.
I told you got the voice for it.
Yeah,
bro.
I was gonna rap at first.
And you got the style and the personality for it.
You know what I'm saying? But I just couldn't get it right. You know what I mean?
You went into the lab and tried.
Yeah, I tried. I tried. I did it.
You wrote it or did?
Yeah, I wrote it. You know what I'm saying? But it just wasn't. It wasn't up to par. Okay. So you know what I mean. So then I just decided, well, And then, you know, I was on one of my turfs where I was getting money from, and, you know what I mean? They kept talking about this youngster, you know, he can rap. Everybody like him, you know, his name was Dru. You know what I mean? Droopy, Druop, yeah, Droopy. His name Droopy, man. His name Droopy, man. Droopy tight, man. Droopy tight. So I said, let me hear this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody know I was with Short and the Dangerous Crew, so, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers always coming up to me, you know, let me hear their raps and all this. So, you know, Droopy came up to me, you know, heard his little rap he had. He had one little rap, I liked it, you know what I'm saying? I said, hey, man, all right, I'm going to fuck with you, man. You know what I mean? Let's do something. And then that's how it started.
Before that, did you have other artists, like, or other rappers, like, approach you or, like, trying to do the same thing and you were like, nah, I'm not feeling it? Or
No,
No, you didn't?
No.
So Dru was like one of the first ones?
Yeah.
Okay, and you knew instantly, you're like, all right, he's got something.
I mean, yeah.
So then, okay, and then did you already have C-Note records, or was this?
No, I didn't have nothing.
You're like, I just got an artist.
Yeah.
And let's figure this out.
Right.
And so the first step is what?
The first step was to, you know, do my research, do my background, you know what I mean? Then, you know what I mean, start my label, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I mean? Then, you know, get my contracts, you know what I'm saying? You know, if I'm going to sign somebody, this got to be, you know what I mean?
Where did you figure that out? How did you figure that out? Like, where did you get the research to do that?
I mean, just, you know, I mean, just watching my uncle, you know, watching the situation with Maze and what they went through, and, you know what I mean, just observing and then just, you know, playing it by
You're
ear.
like, I got to get this shit correct.
Right.
So I don't get fucked up out here.
Right. And then I'm figuring, you know, this money I'm investing is my money. Ain't nobody else spending money. I got to make sure that, you know what I mean?
It says that on the paper.
Right. That my money's secured. I get my money back first.
Got you.
Before anybody else get paid, I got to get paid what I done spent first.
Yeah,
before I get paid, I got to get paid back for whatever I get paid first.
Got you. Okay. So you went down and started an official company, got some contract. You got a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. You got some contracts. Dru signed.
Yeah.
And then was it time to go to the lab from there?
Yep. That's when we went to the lab.
And that was Short's studio.
Yep. That's where I first started. Yep.
Okay, so Short was your partner at the time. So
yeah, I had already pre-hollered at Ant Banks telling him what I'm about to do, and had previously already paid Ant Banks a lump sum of money. I gave Ant Banks $8,000 for, you know what I'm saying, for like 6 songs. You know what I'm saying?
You bought those beats before you had an artist?
Yeah.
Did you pick them out personally, or was he was just like, here you go?
No, we hadn't even made them.
Oh, okay, it was just agreement.
Yeah, so
when I do this, I'm coming back, you gonna make me some beats.
I'm here, you know what I mean? I'm paid, you know what I mean? You know, so I paid him, woo, and then we came, and then, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I had, you know, my mom used to have crates of records. So I had all the records, all the old schools, all the Funkadelics, all the Barcades, all Slave. I had all them albums. I went through them albums and shit, and I brought Ant Banks songs that I liked that I wanted him to make the beats off of.
Interesting.
So that's how we made Pimp of the Year.
Yeah, because that's 7 minutes of 7 minutes of funk, right?
Right, yeah. That's how we made Pimp of the Year and certain, you know what I mean?
But he replayed that, right?
I don't know what he did. I'm just saying, but I'm just saying. But I gave him certain albums, and that's how we made certain songs.
There's another one I remember.
Yeah, that's how we made certain songs.
Like
that's how we made certain songs. So I got 6 songs from Ant Banks for Dru Down album. Then I got some songs from Gino. And a couple more other people, you know, who DJ, you know, a couple more other people, and you know.
There's another song I remember y'all flipped Donald Byrd and the Blackbirds.
Yeah.
So it kind of sounds like that. You pulling records off the show. So you had some musical input too, a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. All my music, Luniz and Dru Down. You know, that was all my personal work. I'm the one that picked the beats, handpicked the beats, put them. You know what I mean? Told them what to, you know what I need y'all to do. You know what I mean? I need y'all to rap it. You know what I'm saying?
Really? You giving them subject matter? Everything?
Yeah. I critiqued everything on the first Dru and Looney albums, on both those two.
So let's talk about Pimp of the Year. You were guiding the direction on that song too?
Oh, yeah.
Was that a subject you had some experience in?
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We had came with the image, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First, when I first met Dru looked like MC Brains. He had a high top fade with ears sticking out like this. You know what I'm saying? We gave him the whole perm image, the whole, he didn't have no image like that. You could look at Dru. You could see Dru I got Dru in Too Short's, one of Too Short's first videos, and you could see Dru. The first time Dru ever been seen, and you could see what he looked like. He don't look like Dru Down. He looked like MC Brains.
He was hip-hopped out.
No, he just looked like MC Brains. He had a fade with ears sticking out like this.
Okay.
I'm just saying, he in Too Short video, I Want to Be Free. If you look up Too Short video, I Want to Be Free, you'll see Dru Down in there, and you'll be like, is that Dru Down? And you'll be like, hell no.
I will.
You know what I'm saying? So me and my nigga Will, I got a partner named Will who do hair. He the one to do the perms and do the curls and all that. He the one that, so we gave Dru his whole image.
What made you want to?
Will is like a super fly nigga, you know. I'm just saying, and so really, Dru just mimicked Will's whole image.
What made you want to go? Oh, okay.
On the Pimp.
So that was the direction.
Yeah. So that's why we went toward that. You know, we put Dru toward that Pimp.
So you had the style first, and then the subject matter followed that.
Yeah, we sent them with the Pimp image.
Interesting, man. You know, it's really important for artists to have an image.
Right. And that image took Dru a long way. Dru, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, Dru really never got as much recognition as he should have got because he didn't follow the path that he should have followed. And that was on his fault. But I'm just saying, he should have stayed in movies. He did real good in Original Gangsters. I mean, he did excellent in Original Gangsters. He should have stayed in movies like Onyx did. You know, like Onyx dude, he was in Fredo Starr. He was in all kinds. I'm just saying, he kept himself relevant. Dru should have kept himself relevant in movies. It would have took him a lot longer. You know what I'm saying? It would have kept him out there more. You get what I'm saying? As far as music would have traveled more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because once you have that image, that takes you farther than just music.
Right,
like you said, films, acting, endorsements, all types, and especially a fly hairstyle too.
Right.
That's like your signature.
Exactly.
Identifier.
He had all. I'm saying he had all that.
But that was your style as well. You were rocking Shirley's and finger waves and all that shit too.
The whole nine. Right.
Damn. All right. So you guys go into the lab and start recording the first EPs, The Fools from the Streets.
Yeah, you from the city. You don't remember my nigga Ponytail?
Not that I recall.
He was black and Asian. He used to have long hair. He used to be wearing the waves. You don't remember?
It might have been before my era, bro. Yeah. Who was it? Break it down. Who was that?
I mean, he used to be in the 90s. I'm just saying.
Just another cat with that style.
Yeah. From people from the city, though.
Okay.
He used to be with Top Secret.
Okay.
You know Top Secret?
Nah, bro. This is before
Herm
my
Malone?
time. This is before my time.
You don't even know who Herm Malone
This
is?
is before my time,
Herm
bro.
Malone used to be with Ronnie Newton. You know who Ronnie Newton?
Yeah, I know who Ronnie Newton is.
Okay.
That's before my time, bro. I was not outside, Chris.
Okay.
I was probably in elementary school or something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Break it down now. This is why we're here.
That's good.
Okay, so this is like popular styles at the time. That's what you're saying.
The Pimp. You know, niggas was on the pimping.
For sure. That's a big influence in the Bay Area.
Right. It's always been San Pablo.
Yeah, it's a big part of the culture. The Mac, all that.
It's a big thing, the Mac.
Well, that's another thing, like we said, the dope game is just, you know, you can talk about the good and the bad of it, but there is a culture and there is a style behind that, and the major style behind the pimping. Because a lot of that is like about, one, attracting the women, and then two, you kind of got to outshine the rest, right? It's a competitive type of thing.
Right.
So Pimp of the Year, so you guys start recording those songs. Did you know you had a hit when y'all made that?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like,
but we had already had a hit, because we had Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man was
before Pimp of the Year.
Yeah, Ice Cream Man was played on the Wake Up Show. That was my first song that was played on the radio. Was the Ice Cream Man was on the Wake Up Show with Sway and Tech.
Okay, so and that's Ant Banks too?
No.
Who produced Ice
That's
Cream?
Gino.
Okay.
Gino Blackwell.
Okay, I was gonna say it has a different sound. So all right, so I want to get the timeline straight. So you had Dru, and then you had the Luniz like immediately after.
The same time.
Same time.
Yeah, I had Dru and the Luniz at the same time. I was doing Dru album first.
Right, because they're all over that album.
Who? They all over
Luniz,
Dru's album. Yeah, they all on Dru's first album. All over Dru's first album.
So how did you discover the Luniz?
Oh, the Luniz was brought to me by Yuck Mouth's sister. Yuck Mouth's sister was one of my girlfriends.
Ah, okay. And she's like, my brother's tight.
Yeah, my brother tight. She brought me. She said my brother tight. He raw. She was one of my girlfriends. She was a very popular female too, though. She got a baby by another one. She got a baby by another maid, a maid man in Oakland. He's dead, but I'm just saying. But you know what I'm saying. But she was a popular.
She was into life too.
Yes, no. She was high. She was high maintenance. I'm just saying she was bad. I'm just saying. No, her sister was bad. She was one of the baddest. At the time, one of the baddest in the town. You know,
I got you.
Right. Yeah.
So okay. So was it just Yuck Mouth that she brought, or was none?
No, I mean, yeah, she brought Yuck, but when Yuck brought Numb, when she brought Yuck, they was together.
They were like school friends. Or
yeah, they went to junior high school together, Westlake Junior High.
So they came together. They came together. Yeah, like, were they Looney Tunes already?
They were a duo.
And they were already going by Looney Tunes.
No, they wasn't. They didn't have a name.
Ah, okay. They just had their rap names.
Yeah, they just had their rap names.
And did they like rap for you on the spot or something?
Yeah.
And you're like, yep.
Yep.
What do you think it is that you heard in them that?
I mean, it was just how they man, just their flow together. It was perfect. You know what I mean? I knew that they was the ones. I mean, I knew that they was special. When I heard their shit, I knew they was special. I mean, I knew Dru was cool, but when I heard them, I knew they was over Dru. I mean, I knew they was a little bit, you know what I mean, a little bit on the next level.
Well, that turned out to be true in a sense.
Yes.
So, all right, bro. So you got a good ear. You're not just picking just any.
I mean, come on. I grew up on Happy Feelings. You forgot. I grew up on Look at California. I grew up on Maze. I grew up on my uncle, on them making the songs. You get what I'm saying? In my presence, them making those songs in my presence.
Yeah, because there was a lot of, dudes from the streets investing in music, and it didn't all turn out the way it did for you. So you obviously were doing something right.
Right.
Okay, so you got... And then you signed them to C-Note Records.
Yeah.
So you're off.
I signed them to C-Note Records. I bought them cars. I did all this before they had a deal. I bought them cars. I bought them all cars. Made sure they was cool. You know what I'm saying? And I made the records.
Damn.
The independents.
So
all off my cash, off the streets. My coke money.
That's pretty fly. So you were like, I can't just have you on AC Transit, bro.
Nah.
Like, you gonna rap and we gonna take this shit over. I
bought Yuck Mouth a Supra. You know, they had tight card. You know what I'm saying? You know, they had card. You know, they had card to get back and forth to the studio.
So that put the word out like, all right, C-Note Records is official. You sign to C-Note, you get a whip.
Yeah.
You get dipped. You get a whole new style. You get everything.
Yeah.
And we about to go to the lab with Ant Banks and
right. Yeah. Wow. Too Short. Yeah. You know, you're in the loop.
And you're still part of the Dangerous Crew at the same time.
Yeah. I'm still part of the Dangerous Crew at the same time.
There's a legendary battle that went down in that studio. Am I correct?
Yeah, between the Luniz and Bad Influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What started that battle?
Niggas talking shit. You know what I mean? Niggas just talking shit one day, and then, you know what I mean? Then, niggas said put up or shut up.
And it was a battle over pizzas.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so Bad Influence, they were on Cell Block, right?
Huh?
They were on Cell Block, Bad Influence.
Yeah. Right, but Cell Block, I guess Short was about to sign them though. They was on Cell Block, but Short was about to sign.
So was the bet between you and Too Short?
Yeah.
Okay. If Yuck beats Rap and Ron, then whoever, then you got to order pizzas basically.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I mean, it was fake, man. I'm just saying, I don't feel that Rap and Ron won the battle. I just feel that it was just more Too Short people than my people.
Okay.
So, I was just outnumbered.
Okay. Did you like respect Rapping Ron's talent though?
Yeah, Rapping Ron was tight. Definitely. I always he was my. I love Rapping Ron. I never had nothing against. He was my partner. I mean, he was a cool little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Rapping Ron was cool.
But did that start like a little bit of competition between y'all after that day?
I mean, I wouldn't say no, not really. It didn't start no competition because we were signed. They wasn't.
Oh, okay. So this is after the Dru Down album came out.
No, this is really before the Dru Down album came out.
Okay.
No. So we wasn't signed. No, this was before the Dru Down album came. Yeah, but I think this is before the Dru Down. This happened when we was in the studio doing the Ann Banks songs.
Making the album.
Yeah, making the Dru Down album.
Okay, but
so the Luniz hadn't been signed yet.
So that album came. Oh, they hadn't been signed yet.
No, they hadn't been signed yet. The Luniz
so this is damn near like an audition for them. Like, all right, come to the lab, the Luniz.
Well, I mean,
like this is them starting to get introduced.
Right.
Come to the lab. You think you tight? Come battle Rapping Ron right now.
Right. This was their, to see if they can hang with Too Short's camp. You get what I'm saying? Right. Because Too Short was already the top dog already. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So, Fools from the Street, you're on the cover, right?
Yeah.
So you and Dru are like, you guys are getting close, right? You guys are like partners.
Yeah.
And because I thought that was like kind of a cool look that you're on the cover. Like you guys kind of make a good team, like the business side and the rapper dude. And you guys are kind of had the same style.
Right.
Yeah. And you put that out independently?
Yeah.
And what was your process of releasing that? Like, what was your game plan there?
Okay. When I first I went to Rainbow Records and I picked up my first, I think, 3,000 copies when I first bought it. My first time, when I first bought it, you know what I'm saying, my cousin Trey, his best friend, was Roy Testify. You ever heard of Roy Testify?
No.
Roy Testify was Suge's second right-hand man. He ran Death Row. He ran Death Row the whole time Suge was in jail, Roy. I'm just saying, but so, when I first got Dru Down album from Rainbow Records, I went to LA to go pick up the tapes. As soon as I picked him up, right, I went to Death Row to go see my cousin partner and I gave Suge and Snoop Dru Down album when I first picked it up. Before I even got back to Oakland, before I got back to Oakland with it, before even Oakland got with it, I gave it to Suge and Snoop.
Before it came out?
Before it even came out. As soon as I picked it up from L.A., when I was in L.A., before I drove back home, I stopped by Death Row Records, and I gave it to Suge, Snoop, and Dre. And they loved it. When they seen Ann Banks on there, they said, "Oh, Ann Banks," and they got pumped up and doing whoop whoop, and they said, "Oh, this tight. Oh, y'all gonna come up. So I had to do my game. So I gave me a good feeling on my way home. You know what I'm saying? With my new CD.
You didn't think of trying to do?
Because when I got home, I went straight to City Hall. In San Rafael.
Sorry, not to cut you off. Just want to ask, you didn't think of doing a deal with Death Row or working with them on that at the time? Was that something you considered?
No.
You're like, this is my shit. I'm out back to the Bay.
Right.
Do this shit independent.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. I wasn't even on that page.
Okay. So you went to City Hall.
Yeah.
And got your distribution deal.
Yeah.
Okay. What was that deal for? Like how many units?
Huh? Oh, I just City Hall, right? And then I gave them 3,000 units, and then whoop, and they sold so fast in City Hall they wanted to do another deal with me. They wanted to do a press and distribute. They wanted to give me cash and do a press and distribute.
And so then they're starting to pump out the manufacturing and all that shit.
Yeah, and then Dru ended up selling like 70,000 independent.
70,000.
Yeah, Fools from the Street.
Damn. That's a good. So you got a return on your investment.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
How much do you know how much off the top of your head how much you spent on that album?
What, Dru album?
Mm-hmm.
I probably spent like 30,000.
30,000.
Yeah,
that's not bad. And then the flip, if you're saying just off the top, right? Let's say $10 a unit, 70,000, 700 G's. Is my math correct? I'm not the best math guy.
Huh?
770 units, 70,000 units at $10 a pop. That's 700 bands.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
700,000.
Yeah.
So 30,000 to 700,000.
Yeah.
That's a good flip.
Yeah.
It's a very good flip.
Yeah.
That's when the independent game was real.
Yeah.
Wow, congrats. Good shit. So then you're in the game officially at that point.
So then from there, that's when Relativity Records came and signed Dru.
Did you have other offers, or were they the first one?
That was the first one.
How much did you guys sign for?
We signed for $250,000.
So that's less than you were making independently.
Yeah, that was just the signing.
That was just the signing.
Yeah, that wasn't.
That wasn't.
That wasn't. You know what I mean?
End.
Yeah, the back end.
Royalties.
That was just the signing.
Okay. Damn. So now you're on a major label, and they basically like re-released that EP, right?
Well, no. Basically, we
added some more songs.
Yeah, I added like 4 more new songs, and we just put the same album cover here, just re-released it.
It made it a full-length project.
Yeah, and maybe put it out nationwide instead of it just being, you know what I'm saying, independent, locally, California. You know what I'm saying?
Music video,
right?
All that shit.
Yeah.
And that album has the Ice Cream Man on it too.
Yeah.
And that's the Luniz first.
No, that's Dru Down.
No, I was gonna say that's the Luniz first appearance on a record, on Dru Down's record, the Ice Cream Man. Let's get into that, because that's still your name to this day, the Ice Cream Man.
Yes, sir.
Was that another song you were like, write about this shit, the Ice Cream Man?
Well, yeah. I told him, make a song about me. You know what I mean? How I'm serving the town.
And you're on the record too. You're talking on it.
Right.
And you're in the video.
Right.
I heard you talk to my boy Lil Rab about this on his show, that you guys had the whole the ice cream truck on Dayton's before Friday.
Oh yeah, Friday got that from me.
Yeah,
they got that from my video. Right, yeah.
What year did Ice Cream Man come out?
In '94.
And Friday's like 96 or something.
Yeah, 95.
95. Yeah. Okay, so that's can't be a coincidence, right?
Yeah, come on. Then they got Big Worm with a perm. Come on, I'm just saying the whole, the whole get out.
Yeah. And
then Ice Cream Man was supposed to be and then Eazy-E hated on me, but my Ice Cream Man was supposed to be on the soundtrack.
You think Eazy-E
he did
it? Or he told you? Or
I know. I found out through Priority. You know what I'm saying?
Because he was signed to Priority.
Yeah, because he wanted to be the only Oakland artist on there with Spice One. Spice One got a song on there.
Damn. What was your reaction when that happened? Is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right. Well, that's a classic song, classic video. And it's so now you have like a successful album, right?
Right.
And that Dru Down album hit Billboard, I believe.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we charted.
Did that go gold?
No, we charted.
Okay. So you're successful. And the next album that comes out is the Luniz debut, Operation Stackover. And then you worked with a lot of different producers on that. Where you were picking those beats too? Eazy-E was producing for you though.
Yeah.
So at the same time that was going on, he was still.
That was before. That was before.
Okay,
and when he did our song was later on in the game after he already had did what he did.
Okay, yeah, because he produced Player Hater, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's a dope.
But I gave him the song though. It ain't like he came up with it. I gave him Why You Don't Treat Me So Bad. I'm the one that told him to flip this. You know what I'm saying? Because I already knew what he was trying to. I told him to remake this. I gave him. It wasn't like that was his creation. You know what I'm saying? I gave him Why You Don't Treat Me So Bad. You know what I'm saying?
What you won't do for love.
Yeah,
right?
whatever.
Yeah.
I gave him that song. It wasn't like he created that song. He didn't create that.
It's kind of starting to make sense, man. You got that Maze history, and then talking about all the samples and stuff.
Right.
Starting to see the style that you have on here.
Right.
The biggest song on that album, obviously, is I Got 5 on it. So that's the one you're talking about, Why You Treat Me So Bad, right? That was the sample behind that one. That's another one that, did you know that when you heard it? You're like,
yeah, because see, when I made that song, it was like I already knew I had. It was like I went and got the best 3 albums I thought was popping at that time. The best 3 albums at that time was Club Nouveau, I'll Be Sure, and Keith Sweat. Where every song on those albums was good. You know, every song on those albums was a hit. You get what I'm saying? So I picked Club Nouveau, and that's why I got Treat Me So Bad.
Smart. So you were like, this is the sound
And
of
then
the times.
plus, to be honest with you, I picked Treat Me So Bad because it's my best friend, one of my friends who I went to St. Mary's with, made the song.
In Club Nouveau.
Yeah.
And
McElroy and Foster. McElroy, I went to school, me and Tom McElroy went with classmates at St. Mary's.
And Mike Marshall's.
You know I'm talking about Tommy McElroy?
No, sorry.
McElroy and Foster, you never heard of them?
No,
producers of En Vogue?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, McElroy and Foster's are the producers of En Vogue.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And I went to school with Tom McElroy. I'm just saying he was the producer. He's the producer of En Vogue.
That's dope.
But I'm just saying, but he's also a producer of Club Nouveau.
All right, I'm glad you explained that.
You get what I'm saying? So he made my song. So he's getting money. My person who
right. So you looked out for him.
Yeah. My person who I went to school with is getting money off my song.
And he was able to clear the sample and shit for you too, right?
Right. Yeah.
I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't Mike Marshall also have a connection?
Nah, Mike Marshall was a work for hire.
Okay.
We told Mike Marshall, we wrote that. Mike Marshall didn't
he have some connection to Club Nouveau as well?
I mean, yeah, he was a Club Nouveau singer. He
was a singer.
Yeah, it was part of Rumors. Club Nouveau, but he was part of Rumors. I don't know.
Timex Social Club.
Summer Club. He wasn't part of the Club Nouveau.
Okay,
he was part of
Timex. Sorry, I thought he was
a singer in Timex.
Okay.
Even though they're split off, but I'm saying he was part of Timex Social Club.
Okay, what made you want to get him on that hook?
Because his connection to Timex Social Club, their whole era, and plus he was friends with the producer Tone Capone.
Tone Capone's also they're both from Berkeley.
Yeah, from Berkeley. Yeah.
Okay. So damn, all right. So you knew that was a hit just based on like you got the R&B thing going. Right. You got an R&B hook.
Right. The song was already a hit, so then we coming with something that's everybody do weed, so I already knew it was gonna be a smash.
And was the Luniz signed already too to
No, I made that song before the Luniz was signed. I had that song independent. I had that song before I even did the deal. That song got me the deal. When I played that song for Virgin Records, that's what made them sign me.
So you just had the song as like a demo, or did you put it out?
No, I wasn't gonna put it out.
So now you're dealing with major labels.
Yeah.
You got Dru Down. You got a successful track record. So now you can get a meeting with Virgin and say, boom, I just knocked this shit out.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
And they're like, sounds good.
Yeah, let's go.
So was that a good deal?
It was all right.
It was all right.
It wasn't that good. It was all right.
Yeah, man. What do you think about dealing with major labels, like especially back then? Back then.
Back then, it was the only way to go.
It's the only way to go.
Yeah.
To get to
the next level. Yeah.
To where you.
But now you don't need them.
Yeah. So you were like, people were doing pretty good, like on the independent shit, but you felt like you had.
But you only getting to a certain level.
Right.
I mean, you could be rich, you could be cool, but you ain't getting to that next level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody's not seeing you. You know what I'm saying?
I just think it's interesting because
you could be big in California, but Alabama don't know nothing about you. You know what I'm saying?
They put you on a nationwide
level.
Right, they got all the contacts. They have all the resources. They have all the marketing. All that shit.
Right.
Yeah, it's interesting because, like I said, the common thread of this conversation is like so many people did what you did, take some street money, put it into music, but I feel like your vision was really like, we gotta go to Hollywood with this shit. We gotta take this shit further.
Right.
And not just stay doing the mom and pop stuff, which is cool. It's cool money, but you're had a bigger picture in mind. And then that song came out. What was the response when that song dropped?
What song?
5 on it.
Oh man, it was a hit. I mean, it just was you know what I mean? From day one, it just jumped.
This was an instant classic.
Instant classic.
And
it's been going on for what, 30 years now?
Yeah. It's a pretty big fucking song, man.
Yeah.
Is that the biggest song to come out of the Bay Area?
I think so. I don't think it's one bigger. I don't know why we didn't get no Grammys if we ain't got nothing. I know we've been the longest radio running song. We've been on the radio like 31 years.
And then you guys did the remix too.
Yeah.
Was that your
the remix is even? I mean, the remix with all the Bay Area artists. That's even bigger than the original song.
Was that your idea?
Yes, because I got that from Puffy. I copied that off Flavor on the Ear. When I seen Flavor on the Ear video when he did the remix with all those, I said, oh man, I got to do that. I got to do the same thing with 5 on it with the Bay Area.
That's smart. And you guys,
that was my major thing.
Luniz ended
Only thing about it is I should have had Too Short on there.
I was gonna ask you about that because he.
I know, but I'm just we wasn't really that cool at that time. But I'm just saying I fucked up. I should have had Short on there.
He brought that up. That he was like, I'm the only one that wasn't on it out of all the biggest. Yeah, E40, Shock G, Spice One. It's a huge lineup.
Right.
And yeah, I never tripped off that.
I should have grabbed maybe 40 for Richie Rich. I don't know.
Rich had a good.
No, I'm just saying I should have grabbed Short for Richie Rich. I'm just saying
star power and shit. Too short. Yeah. So are you saying you think you should have put personal differences to the side and just said, "Man, fuck it, get on this remix. It's good business."
Yeah.
For both of us, really. It would have been a good lick for Short too.
Yeah, I should have.
And you guys went on tour. Luniz went on tour with Bad Boy.
Yeah.
Were you on that tour as well?
Yeah. I was on tour with Puffy, Joe, with Biggie. Yeah. Oh my God, we kicked it so hard. Me and Biggie had such a good time. I was with Biggie the night he got killed.
Wow. So you guys had like a real relationship.
Yeah, me and Biggie was real tight.
What was that tour?
Me and Lil C's was real tight too. I'm real tight with Lil C's and Faith. Me and Faith real tight too.
What was that tour like, opening up for?
Oh, that tour was outstanding. We was with Jodeci. We was with Casey and JoJo, Jodeci, Naughty by Nature. It was lit. That was lit. That was one of the best times in my life.
And you were with Biggie the night he got killed, so you kept the relationship with him. Were you in touch with him when all the shit was going on with him and Tupac? Because that's kind of like...
That shit was all fake, man. There wasn't really nothing really going on with him and Tupac. That shit was all prefabricated.
But, it was kind of rare for someone from the Bay to have a connection to Biggie during that time period. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But I was good.
You guys just kept it solid.
Yeah, we kept it solid. Champelli.
Champelli's in the building.
Yeah, that's my nigga.
Okay, so the 5 on the remix comes out, and then Dru Down's next album comes out too.
Can You Feel Me? Yeah.
Can You Feel Me? I really like that album. But did it do as well as the first, or better, or?
Both Dru albums did about the same. They both maxed out at about 400,000.
Okay.
A little bit short of gold.
And you're keeping it rolling, and then the second Luniz album came out too, Lunatic Music.
Yeah.
I heard you
that
say
didn't really do that good because I'm gonna be honest with you. Virgin picked the wrong singles. You know what I mean? The Luniz was a hard group. You gonna come back with their next single. You get what I'm saying? I mean, after 5 on it being such a big, and you're gonna come out with just Me and You with Raphael was too soft.
Yeah, that doesn't really seem like the lead single.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't cool. I just, I killed the Luniz. You know what I'm saying? That second album, that's why the second album didn't do that. I mean, prosperous.
You felt like it killed him because like the momentum, it fucked up the momentum.
Yeah.
And they were having personal issues.
Yeah, then they was having personal issues too. They was fighting between each other.
Well, also, I guess, we kind of hinted at it a little bit, but you guys had like issues with Too Short too. Like that's why the town got rid of Short. All that shit.
Yeah, we didn't really have no issues with Short. It was just, I guess, Luniz, it felt bad. That little comment I guess they made because, I guess they had a little sour taste after the little rap battle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess Short took it personal, you know what I mean?
And that kind of rippled around to like some of the people around you guys.
Right, yeah.
You had a little scuffle at Summer Jam.
Right, yeah.
And it kind of seemed like it had a little divided energy in Oakland at the time.
Yeah, it did. It split the town.
And you just said, like, looking back on it, like, probably would have been better to just squash that shit and say, hey, man, just jump on this fucking remix.
Exactly.
Let's go make some money. What are we doing?
Yeah. I should have been
I know Short, like, speaks highly of you. Did you guys ever resolve differences and come together?
I mean, we ain't never came together. I mean, you know, we squashed our beef. I mean, we don't have no personal issues, but we ain't connected back.
Right, separate ways.
Right, I'm saying, yeah.
But it's all love. It's no,
right,
it's
yeah, but I mean,
sour energy.
right, but we ain't connected back. You know what I'm saying? We haven't connected back. I mean, I'm waiting to connect back, but we haven't connected back. I want to connect back. So you can get at me through P.O. P.O. and my brothers like best friends. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I mean, it ain't like we far.
Yeah.
We distant, but we ain't. You know what I'm saying? We can be touched each other real close. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that would be a good look for the town.
Cause P.O. sister Lynn, we all tight.
Yeah.
You know P.O., right?
Yeah, man, he was here with Short.
Right.
Yeah. I was almost gonna text Short, like, I'm about to have CNH on the podcast. What should I ask him? But I was like, let me just let the conversation flow organic.
Right. It's going great.
All right. Well, the other reason I asked about that is because he ended up jumping on the Luniz album, the second album, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was that? Am I right? Funkin' Over Nothing?
Yeah, Funkin' Over Nothing, yeah.
Okay, so at that point...
That was Funkin' Over Nothing. I guess they were talking about, why is they funkin' over nothing?
Am I tripping, though, or did Yuckmouth diss him again after that on Fuck France? He said move to Atlanta or something like that.
I don't know.
Okay, that's a separate situation. Okay.
Okay.
So the Luniz, they also kind of went their separate ways after that album, too, right?
Yeah.
What happened there?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Jack got some kind of, falling out. You know what I mean? I don't know what the actual problem is, but, they should resolve it to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? But they both, they both doing each other. I guess they both doing their thing without each other. Numb is doing the Luniz in Europe.
Right.
And
I saw that.
And Jack is doing the Luniz over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Interesting.
That's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I get it. Like, even friends and brothers don't always get along, but yeah, there's it's a bigger bag if you come together.
Right. I mean, we ain't gotta be friends. All we gotta do is work together and go our separate ways.
Right.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Were you trying to tell them that too? Were you trying to work
it out?
I've
been telling them that. I still tell them that, but they ain't listening to me. They ran away from me. They still owe me albums, but I'm not tripping. I'm just...
So that was the end of the Luniz on C-No Records.
Yeah.
They just dipped off.
Yeah, they just dipped off.
And Yuck signed to Rap a Lot.
I mean, I let that happen. They Rap a Lot paid me.
Oh, they bought him out of his contract.
They didn't buy him out. I mean, they didn't buy him out the Luniz contract. They just bought him for a solo.
Oh, and you had him signed as a solo artist.
Yeah, I had him signed. Period. So they had to buy him. Yeah, they had to buy him from me. They gave me Rap a Lot gave me $175,000.
Did you have a relationship with Jay Prince?
Yeah, me and Jay Prince real cool.
Okay. And
but but I got issues with Jay Prince kind of too, because I did a Luniz album with Jay Prince, the Silver and Black, and I ain't got paid.
You did that album with Rap a Lot.
Yeah.
It was a C-Note Rap a Lot.
Yeah, C-Note Rap a Lot. Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and supposed to went through Virgin, but Rap a Lot lost their deal with Virgin, so they put it out independently. So I don't know what the numbers is.
Oh shit. Yeah, that Raider anthem was kind of a big one.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I know it made some money, but they ain't gave me $1. Rap a Lot ain't gave me $1. I ain't even try. You know what I'm saying?
And what about Dru? Did he release another album with you after Can You Feel Me?
Yeah, I did Gangsta Pimpin'.
Oh, okay.
I put that out independent. It was supposed to be on Ruthless. It was supposed to come out on Ruthless. Dru Down did get signed to Ruthless for a minute, but then he fell off.
Was that through Eazy or Eazy's wife?
Through Eazy wife.
Did you know Eazy-E?
Yes, Eazy was one of my good friends.
Really?
Yeah, one of my good friends. But I did a deal with his wife. His wife signed C-No Records for $1.3 million.
Damn, that's a smart investment.
It was a 3-album deal. I did an album for Ruthless called Turf Stories, a compilation with DMX, Jadakiss, Snoop Dogg. I had everybody on my album.
What was your relationship like with Eazy-E? How did you connect with him?
Me and Eazy have been partners. I knew Eazy from when I used to be with Too Short. I first met Eazy when I was with Too Short.
Were you on
the Dangerous Camp?
The NWA tour?
I was with Eazy on the first NWA tour with Too Short back in 1987.
Got you.
That's when I first met Eazy.
Yeah, you know a lot of people, man.
I know everybody.
Hip hop history.
I know everybody. I know Puff Daddy. I know DMX. I know Jay-Z. I know everybody. I know Busta Rhymes. I know everybody. And everybody. I'm not just saying I know them. They know me too. You get what I'm saying? They know who I am. They can say, "Oh, that's Chris." You get what I'm saying? It's not like I'm just saying
No, I get it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you were in the music industry.
Yeah, they know me too.
Yeah,
personally. You know what I'm saying? They know my name.
What was your relationship like with Puff Daddy?
Me and Puffy was cool, you know what I'm saying? You know, he asked me, a couple times when I was on tour, he wanted to play 5 on it, later on in the tour because, we used to go on first. So, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to, play my music at the end, when they was on, you know what I'm saying? Later on, because some people didn't get to hear it or whatever, So I told him he could. It was no problem, you know what I'm saying? We had a good, me and Puffy was cool.
Any thoughts on his current situation?
His current situation is shit. He got over, you know what I'm saying? That's it. I mean, shit. He was looking at a lot of time just to get the little 3 or 4 years. He should be happy, you know what I mean, and try to move on.
I want to ask you about.
I mean, I know his son. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know his son. I'm talking about. I know Biggie's son. You know what I'm saying? I knew Biggie real good. I know Faith real good. I know Biggie's son. And I'm just saying, the Puffy, you know what I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, he just let all that money go to his head, and he just, you know what I mean, just thought he had too much authority. I mean, I'm just my personal, you know what I mean, but I mean, really, he was a poodle. He was a little punk ass nigga. He wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
So the guy
I'm talking about back, when I was on tour with him, he was just a little punk ass nigga, you know what I'm saying?
The guy that you see now in the news is not the same dude you knew back then.
Right. When we toured 97. My tour was 96, 97 when we was on tour with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was in a different status.
He was a little punk. He wasn't.
What about Suge? What was your relationship like with Suge?
Oh, Suge loved me. I was at the big death row parties in LA, you see me, I was VIP. You know what I'm saying? He had no problems with me. He never treated me, you know what I mean? Never, I was good. You know what I'm saying? I was good. You know what I mean? I seen him flex on a lot of motherfuckers, but I was good.
Seemed like
I had no problems in LA. I had no problems in New York. I had no problems in LA. I had no problems in Texas. I was good. I've been good though. To be honest with you, I've been good.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing better right now than they are. To keep it real, Suge, no disrespect, but Suge is in another fucked up situation as well.
Right.
Any thoughts on his current situation?
I mean, shit, he shouldn't have ran over homeboy. You know what I'm saying? But that was my partner, Bone, who was stealing on him. That was my partner. That dude Bone, that was supposed to been firing on him. That was my partner.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of them LA. Yeah, I lived in LA for like 4 or 5 years, so I got to know all them LA niggas, them 60 niggas, Mustafa. I mean, all them niggas, Magic, all them niggas. I know all them niggas.
Well, I gotta rewind real quick because I almost forgot. I can't believe I almost forgot to ask you about this. But what was your reaction when Master P put out a song called Ice Cream Man?
I was like, damn, why would you do that, dude? When you was here and you seen my video, you seen me put this out, but you gonna come with Ice Cream Man too, and you gonna wear all white just like me, You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You gonna but I understand it why he did it though. Cause it wasn't for us. It was for the South. The South didn't know nothing about cocaine being ice cream. No, I'm just gonna say it. He took our game to the South. You get what I'm saying? And where it was fresh and blew it up. I mean, I ain't hating on him for that, but at least tell where you got it from. You get what I'm saying? Keep it real.
Yeah, because that's one thing I noticed is like that's his version of the song is totally different from y'all version, even though it's the same title. It's like way slower, it's different beats, different vibe, but
Right.
it's like you're saying, it's kind of strange that he had a song, the same title, same image.
Right.
I mean, it's also produced by K. Lou, who's from the Bay. So,
Right.
yeah, it's kind of. Did you ever talk to him about it or nah? Did you know him before that song?
Yeah, I played basketball against that nigga. I played ball against him, C-Murder and Silk. I played against them at the Y. Downtown Oakland at the Y. We used to ball.
So you're like, damn, you could have just tapped in, bro. You could have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. So yeah, because I know the Luniz like this.
Man, plus I used to sell him coke. He didn't buy coke from me. Back in the day, he bought coke from me.
Yeah.
Before the music.
Right.
He bought coke for me.
Right.
I was all in Richmond. I was getting money in Richmond.
Damn. So you never had no conversation about it. Yeah, I know to this day I feel like there's like some bad energy around that. I mean, a lot of people in the Bay feel a way about that. Cause that's such the Luniz Dru Down version is like a big song in Oakland.
Right.
And going back to Dru Down, at one point, did you guys go your separate ways? Because that was your first artist.
Right,
like,
yeah.
The style, everything Dru
Right.
had, like, you guys separated at some point,
Yeah.
though. What happened?
After the Ruthless situation?
Oh, yeah. So he got signed, right?
Yeah.
Through you.
Yeah.
And was supposed to deliver an album?
Yeah.
Or he did deliver an album?
No.
And
It was Gangsta Pimpin' was supposed to be the album. That was supposed to go through Ruthless.
What happened?
But it didn't go through Ruthless.
Why?
Huh?
Why? Why not?
Because the deal went bad.
Like
We fell out with, Tamika. Dru did some shady shit and we fell out with Tamika.
So shit happens.
Yeah.
Then you had to take the album independent.
Yeah.
But then what happened with y'all two? You didn't do another one after that?
Nah, he did like the Luniz. They ganged up and walked away.
So he spun off.
Yeah.
He said, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Was it like a bad situation or he just dipped out?
They just dipped out.
He just dipped. How did you feel after that?
I just kept it moving.
I mean, because those are like two artists that you like put in the game, bought them cars, all the shit. But you're like, all right, I gotta.
I mean, I just made sure I was secure that I was going whatever they do, I was gonna keep eating. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna keep getting paid.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I just had to just move on.
Because I mean, both those albums you guys, all those albums you put out are still like generating plays and songs.
Yeah, on Empire.
Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out to Empire.
Empire pays me. I get paid every month from Empire. Every 30 days, I get paid from this place.
That's tight.
I get at least 10 every month. You know what I mean? I'm happy with Empire. You know what I'm saying?
Well, since then,
I'm happy with Empire.
What's been up with C-Note since then? I know I saw, like, I was looking it up. You put out a couple projects.
Yeah, I put out a compilation, a couple
There's
projects.
Like a group album you had?
Yeah.
You signed a different.
Yeah, Smoke Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Put out Survey Wood.
So you still finding artists?
Yeah, finding artists. Yeah, putting them through Empire, run them through Empire. See which ones can, build a name, which ones can run, which ones, I give everybody a shot.
How's that been going? How has that been like working with newer artists like since then and putting out records.
Well, I mean, you gotta find someone who real, who want to really work. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's all about your work ethic now.
Yeah, you have to really.
You gotta want it. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing given no more. Like I said, you could just sign an artist and he go sign to a major label. Major label doing all the work. Artist, all he doing is just do rapping and shit. It's not like that now. If you're an independent artist, you gotta get out and make yourself visible. You gotta do your social media. You gotta make yourself relevant. It's a job. It's not. You know what I mean? It's not. I mean, you know what I mean? Only the real ones now is really winning. The people like you see what Larussell did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Created his own wave, his own avenue.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, he ain't no gangster rapper. He's just rapping.
Yeah, absolutely.
How you feel about him?
That's my partner. He was up here. And I got to talk to him.
I've never met him. He's from Vallejo. I want to meet him. I mean, I'm just saying he seemed like he's cool. I want to meet him. He seemed like he's a cool dude.
One thing I'll say about him, he's not a punk. He's not a punk. He actually got some good. I was sitting with him and I was talking to him and asking questions. I was like, oh, he actually really got some good game. And he really on that same independent Bay Area shit. It's just a new version of it. And you know, you got to have big nuts to do this. You got to have confidence.
Right.
And he's a confident dude. And you don't have to.
I see his merch is selling like crazy.
He's doing his thing. You don't have to like his music. There's a lot of critics about him. And, you know.
I mean, because he ain't really saying nothing. I mean, he's just rapping off. I mean, he's just saying off the mind shit. You get what I'm saying?
He raps. He just be rap. He doesn't have the one critique.
I'm saying, but I mean, he just say off the mind shit. He's not never pushing no points.
I wouldn't say that. I would just say, and I've shared this with him, is that the one critique is that he doesn't have like a I Got Five on It type of song. He doesn't have that one big hit that is in full rotation. He's just pumping out music and he's staying present on the internet and he's doing his thing that way. And he's not concerned with making a big hit like that. If it comes, it comes. So that's the only, I think, issue people have. And his music's not for everybody, just like your shit's not for everybody, just like I'm not for everybody.
Right.
But I would say you got to acknowledge that he's doing his fucking thing.
He is. I think he's doing outstanding for what he's done, the avenue that he created. I mean, just saying, coming from where he came from, it seemed like he just came from his own independent thing, created a name for himself, created his own merchandise. You know what I'm saying? And like he did with this backyard thing, he created his own little entity, you know what I'm saying, with his own little space, you know what I mean, have his own little audience, you get what I'm saying? And it seems beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, and I'm glad that you pointed it out because you have seen.
I'm just telling you from, you know.
Nah, you're on point. You ain't lying. You ain't said one lie, and it's dope to hear from you because you come from the Too Short days,
right,
to now to see how this shit has evolved, and yeah, he's laying out the blueprint. So if you're trying to put some music out, like that's a good example to look at.
Yeah,
that dude's promoting himself constantly and doing shit and getting money in different ways, and it's dope as fuck.
It is.
And I can still, just hearing you talk about it, I can still hear that you still got the mind and the eye and the ear for this music shit. And I feel like you're getting comfortable. I Got Five on It money still, but I feel like you're still doing this shit because you actually enjoy it and you love it, right?
Oh, yeah. I got my own merch, too. I got merch. I got hats. I got merch.
But am I right though? Like, are you still doing this out of the love?
Yeah.
I mean, the money's, of course, the money gonna come, but you love music.
Yeah,
huh?
I love music. I mean, I love the scene. You know what I mean? I love the whole music. You know what I mean? Get down. You know what I mean? Entertainment.
Yeah. That's just, I feel the same way, bro.
You know what I mean? Entertainment. I just love the whole, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was even, acting, singing, dance.
I love coming here.
I'm saying acting, singing, dancing, right.
I love coming here because I'm
right.
I'm on my way to the, I'm coming to the entertainment industry.
Right.
I'm on my way to work. This is my job. This is what we do.
Right.
Yeah.
This is what I do. I mean, how can you not be happy?
For
you know what I'm saying? Right. The best beast than, you know what I mean, picking up boxes every day, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. There's a lot worse things you could be doing.
Right.
Well, what do you think? Should we introduce some of the guys that you brought?
Definitely.
Let's bring them in here.
All right.
Give me 1 second. All right, Chris. So we got you. You're still in the game. You're still working with new artists, man.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you tell us real quick who we got in here today?
Oh yeah, I got my top dogs, man. The Smoke Squad, man, out of Stockton, man. You know what I'm saying?
Let's pass the mic that way. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm
yourself,
saying. I
bro.
mean, you know, to put it, you know, in perspective.
Hold on. You gotta say your name and then
Okay,
introduce
I'm
yourself.
Young Sel, man. You know, from the Smoke Squad. You
There
know
you
what
go.
I'm saying? One half of the Smoke Squad.
And watch out, Chris.
Mac Truck, top son of the brand. Smoke Squad, Westernized Music Group, C-Note, we in this month.
All right.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, brother?
Oh yeah, you know, to put it in perspective, you know, it ain't so much of that, but you know, we was, you know, some of the pioneers of this shit, you know what I'm saying, in Stockton, as far as, you know, the gangster rap music and shit.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying, as far as being on the blood side. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that, you know, they are directly from us, you know what I'm saying, because that's a whole nother generation, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just to put that in perspective and, you know, get everything straight. You know, we the Smoke Squad, man. We was like the first motherfuckers putting it down on wax, man, representing this blood shit, you know.
Okay,
And it was
okay.
a time when, you know, the Crips really had the movement and had the scene in Stockton, you know what I'm saying? So we had to go through a lot of them, you know. The first show that we ever did was with Killer Tay at the Mustang Ranch Club, you know, in Modesto, you feel me? So this was a time when it wasn't no Bloods. It was just, you know, the North Days, you feel me? They was making their movement with, you know, Gold Toes. He had came to Stockton, you feel me, with the Thiz Latin, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we was around that time. I think, what year was that, Trap?
07, 06.
Yeah, you feel me?
Okay.
So I don't want the fans of nobody, you know what I'm saying, to get the misconception that like we put them on or anything like that. Them was, you know, they fucked with our little homies. You get what I'm saying? They was, you know, coming up as we was already getting ourselves established. You feel me?
Got you. You want to weigh in on that
Yeah,
too?
for sure. But shit, but shit, Westernized Music Group, you feel me, we responsible, you feel me, for this blood shit. You feel what I'm saying? Out in Stockton, as far as this music, you feel me, niggas wasn't rapping that shit, you feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that's from under our umbrella, you feel me, Bolo, Javen, you feel what I'm saying? Meek, you feel what I'm saying? They from where we from, you feel what I'm saying? They was making music in the garage where we was making music at, you feel what I'm saying? Westernized Music Group, you feel what I'm saying? Bamboo, Bounce Back,
Chop 1 and T,
Chop Productions,
You know what I'm
Smoke
saying?
Squad, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How did you guys hook up with CNH?
Shit, we've been knowing CNH since we was fucking in high school. I think we met him first when he came to Stockton in that green Benz.
Yeah, man.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Before the Warriors song, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the Warriors song for him too much later. But yeah, man, you feel me? When he used to come to Stockton, man, back in the days, like Truck said, man, he used to pull up in that green Benz, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Talk about, hey man, y'all got some music, man. You know, just give me the album, man. You feel me? Hey man, I'll put your album, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, my nigga Hicks, man, been out there for a minute, man, fucking around, man. You know, trying to get, you know, youngsters, you know, and different cats, man, together, man, and connecting the dots, man.
That's dope. And y'all still rocking C-Note Records.
For sure.
Chris, what do you look for in an artist these days, and what do you see in these guys? Why are you still?
I mean, I see hard working, and I see artists that, you know what I mean, that's serious about their craft. You know what I mean? They're not just rapping. You know what I mean? When you hear their music, you can hear, you know, distinctive. You can hear what they say. You can hear the clarity in their words. It's just not mumbo jumbo. You know what I'm saying? We coming with quality rap, quality music.
And what about on the business end, like as a label, how's C-Note moving these days?
C-Note is moving at a stage where, you know, I'm trying to get any artist that want to come to C-Note and want to be on Empire, come bring me your album. I'm doing 80-20 splits. Artists get 80, C-Note get 20 for the distribution, and we rock and roll. You get paid monthly, you know what I'm saying? So come holla.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Good American business, Bay Area style. We got CNH and the Smoke Squad in the building. C-Note Records, 2025. It's almost 2026. It's over 30 years in the game.
Yeah, 30 years strong, you know what I'm saying, and still rocking, you know what I mean?
Stockton, Oakland, San Francisco, we connected Northern California to the rest of the world.
For sure, North Cal to the rest of the world.
Thank you, fellas, for stopping by.
For sure, man. I appreciate you having
Much
me.
love. Thanks
Much
you for
love.
having me, man. I really appreciate the time and love that you gave C No Records.
No doubt, brother. No doubt. The motherfucking ice cream man. It's some legendary shit right here, man. Dregs One, CNH, C No Records, Smoke Squad. Peace and love, everybody. Empire, we out here, man. We doing it. History of the Bay. Peace.
Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay. Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay.